Welcome all. Today we will discuss about Jainism and Buddhism. So in the previous video we have discussed about pre-Mauryan India. So during this time we can say that Jainism and Buddhism have actually been founded during the pre-Mauryan period. So as a continuation we will discuss about Jainism and Buddhism. So let us study on Jainism. Jainism was founded by Vardhamana Mahavira. Jainism was founded by Vardhamana Mahavira. Vardhamana Mahavira was born in 540 BC in a village near Vaishali in North Bihar. So Vardhamana Mahavira was born in a village near Vaishali in North Bihar in 540 BC. His father was the head of a Kshatriya clan and his mother was a Lichavi princess. His mother was a Lichavi princess and his father belongs to Kshatriya clan. He is acclaimed as a Tritankara. That is, Vardhamana Mahavira is acclaimed as a Tritankara. That is the fourth finder. So Tritankara means it's like a savior or the spiritual leader. So Vardhamana Mahavira is the Tritankara. He is also called as Kaivalin, means the supreme omniscient. He is called as Kaivalin, and Jina, the conqueror, and Arhant, the blessed one. So Vardhamana Mahavira is acclaimed as the Tritankara, the Kaivalin, Jina, and Arhant. He is known as Mahavira. That is, Mahavira means the great hero. He was died in 468 BC at Pavapuri near to Rajgir at the age of 72. So Vardhamana Mahavira was born in a village near Vaishali in Bihar and he died in Pavapuri near to Rajgir in 468 BC at the age of 72. So this is the figure of Vardhamana Mahavira. It's a statue of Vardhamana Mahavira, who is the founder of Jainism. So see the birth year of Vardhamana Mahavira. It's 540 BC. That is in the pre-Mauryan period. So that's why we are discussing Jainism here. It was in the pre-Mauryan period. Jainism has started. That is Vardhamana Mahavira born. Still we are considering Vardhamana Mahavira as the founder of Jainism. Jainism is considered as one of the ancient religion. It is one of the ancient religion, and Jains argue that Jainism existed long before Aryan Hinduism itself. So Jainism is considered as one of the ancient religion. And Rishabha was the first Jain Tritankara. The first Jain Tritankara was Rishabha. And some features of Jainism are: Jainism opposed Vedic ceremonies. Jainism opposed Vedic ceremonies. And Jainism is having 3 jewels or Ratna. That is, Jainism followers strictly do 3 Ratnas or 3 jewels. Those are right faith, right knowledge, and right action. So the 3 jewels or Ratnas of Jainism are right faith, right knowledge, and right action. And the right faith means it is the belief in what one knows, and right knowledge means it is the knowledge about the Jain creed, and right action consists of 5 vows. That is the 5 vows that Jain want to perform. They are non-injury of living things, truth, non-stealing, not to own property, and chastity. That is pureness. These are the 5 vows which come under right action. 5 vows Jains want to perform. And sexual pleasure was regarded as a sin in Jainism. Sexual pleasure was regarded as a sin. As we had discussed, they opposed Vedic ceremonies. They also denied Vedas and Brahmanas. They were disagreeing with Vedas and Brahmanas. Ahimsa or non-injury was practiced in Jainism. Ahimsa or non-injury was practiced. So this is the symbol of Jainism. Here we can see this is a symbol of Jainism, and this is a Jain flag. Now Jainism is having two sects. That is, Jainism is having two sects, that is the Digambaras and Shvetambaras. So first of all, we will discuss how these two sects came in Jainism. So first of all, Jaina teachings were first preserved in oral tradition. That is, it was given to next generation orally only. So in the 3rd century, they met a council in Padaliputra. So the Jains met a council in Padaliputra in the 3rd century and collected all the records of teachings and all, collected and recorded them in the 3rd century in a council at Padaliputra. Later, in the 5th century AD, this final version was edited. The final version of the recordings was edited in 5th century AD. At this time of the council, the Jains were divided. That is, one sect, that is the Digambaras. They refused to accept the edited version, while Shvetambaras accepted the edited version. So in the 5th century AD, the Jainism got split into two sects, that is Digambaras and Shvetambaras. So Digambaras didn't accept the edited version of recordings, but Shvetambara accepted it. Now we will discuss about Digambaras and Shvetambaras. So Digambaras are the orthodox Jains. Digambaras are the orthodox Jains, while Shvetambaras are the liberal ones. Digambaras refuse the edited text, while Shvetambaras accepted it. Digambaras refused to wear clothes, but Shvetambaras wear white clothes. And Digambara idols of Mahavira is having without any decoratives or jewels, but Shvetambara idols are decorated with jewels. That is, in the figure itself, in the given pictures itself, this is a Digambara idol, that is without any jewels or ornaments. But in Shvetambara we have the crown and other jewels. And these are the Digambara Jains. That is, Digambara Jain is having no clothes. They refuse to wear clothes. But Shvetambara Jains are having white clothes, and they will cover their mouth also. It's also related to Ahimsa. That is, no creature shall accidentally enter to their mouth. That also, that much non-violence or Ahimsa Jainism is preaching. Now we will discuss on Buddhism. Buddhism was founded by Gautama Buddha or Siddhartha. Buddhism was founded by Gautama Buddha or Siddhartha. He was a contemporary of Mahavira. That is, both Buddha and Mahavira lived in the same time, almost the same time. They were contemporary. Buddha was born in Shakya Kshatriya family in Kapilavastu in the foothills of Nepal. Buddha was born in Shakya Kshatriya family. That's an important point. Born in Shakya Kshatriya family and in Kapilavastu, the foothills of Nepal. His mother was a princess from the Koshalan dynasty. He got enlightenment. Buddha is believed to got enlightenment at Bodh Gaya under a peepal tree. While he was meditating under a peepal tree, he got enlightenment. Buddha delivered his first sermon at Sarnath in Benares. Buddha delivered his first sermon at Sarnath in Benares. He died in 483 BC at Kushinagara. He died in 483 BC at Kushinagara in UP, that is in Uttar Pradesh, at the age of 80. So Buddha was born in Kapilavastu and he had died in Kusinagara. He belongs to the Shakya Kshatriya family and he founded Buddhism. Now we will discuss on Buddhism. Like Jainism, Buddhism also discarded Vedic religion in totality. Buddhism discarded Vedic religion in totality and condemned the caste system. And Buddhism teaches the caste system being totally false, condemned on the caste system and believed it is a false concept. The four truth or Arya Satya form the basis of Buddhism. The four truth of Buddhism are: first one, suffering exists wherever there is life. Suffering exists wherever there is life. Desire is the cause of suffering. Desire is the cause of suffering. Release from pain can be achieved by abandoning desire. Release from pain can be achieved by abandoning desire. And way out of suffering, that is the middle path. The way out of suffering is the middle path. This is the last truth. And the middle path, the guiding principle of the middle path is given in eightfold path. It's given as eightfold path, that is Ashtamarga. Ashtamarga. These are right view, right aspiration, right speech, right conduct, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right meditation. These are the Ashtamargas of Buddhism. And attainment of nirvana is the chief objective of Buddhism. So the chief objective of Buddhism is attainment of nirvana. Now, the Buddhist credo is known as Triratna. The Buddhist credo is the Triratna, and this credo is: put my faith in Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. This is referred to as Triratna. And Buddhism had four general councils. Buddhism had four general councils. The first general council of Buddhism was conducted at Rajagriha. First general council of Buddhism was in Rajagriha in 483 BC, in which the discourse or teachings of Buddha was collected and compiled into Tripitaka. This is the holy book of Buddhism. So at the meeting in Rajagriha in 483 BC, discourses of Buddha was collected and compiled together. The second meeting was conducted in Vaishali in 383 BC. The second Buddhist council was met at Vaishali in 383 BC. The third council was at Padaliputra in 250 BC in the reign of Ashoka. It was in the reign of Ashoka, and in this meeting Ashoka decided to send missionaries to various parts of the subcontinent to spread Buddhism. So in the reign of Ashoka, the third council of Buddhism was held in Padaliputra in 250 BC. And in this meeting, they decided to send missionaries to various parts of the subcontinent. And the fourth Buddhist council was held at Kashmir in 1st century AD. The fourth one held in Kashmir in 1st century AD. And during this council, the division took place in Buddhism. Buddhism also divided into two, and this division took place in the fourth council, that is held in Kashmir in 1st century AD. Now the two main branches actually of Buddhism are Hinayana and Mahayana. Hinayana and Mahayana. So Hinayana are the followers of lesser vehicle, while Mahayana are followers of greater vehicle. Hinayana considered Buddha as a man. Buddha is considered as a man in Hinayana, while image worship of Buddha is done in Mahayana. Hinayana believes good deeds should be done for salvation. For attaining salvation, one should perform good deeds. But Mahayana believes in Bodhisattva, that's the incarnation of Buddha. Hinayana have Pali as their language, but Mahayana considered Sanskrit as the language. Hinayana have Sangam as sender, but Mahayana believes in individuals. Hinayana believes in acts of Buddha, or they will follow acts of Buddha, but Mahayana follows life and personality of Buddha. Hinayana is having the law of karma, while Mahayana is having law of karuna. Hinayana is well spread in Ceylon, Burma and Southeast Asia, while Mahayana find its roots in India, Central Asia, Tibet, China, Japan, etc. So these are the two main branches of Buddhism, Hinayana and Mahayana. Later we will study about one more branch also, that is Vajrayana. So currently we are studying about two main branches of Buddhism, that is Hinayana and Mahayana. So this is what we have learned all about Buddhism. So thank you for watching these videos, and for more videos please subscribe to the channel General Studies.